This one is for my first-time home buyers and my younger buyers in the city of Houston, whether you're relocating to Houston or you're already in Houston and you're in an apartment, you're thinking, now's the time for me or us to make a move. We're gonna get our first house. First of all, congratulations. A couple things to think about. Now, here's what always comes up. The biggest one is how long are you gonna be in this first house? A lot of times it comes down to family planning. So I'll have a lot of young couples, cute couples that are like, oh my gosh, we wanna buy a house, it's gonna be great, we're gonna live in this city. And what happens? They get pregnant a year later. And they're like, oh my gosh, we're in a shared driveway community, we've got a new baby, we're surrounded by frat bros and everybody's partying, we've gotta get out of here. So one thing for you to think of, you don't have to involve me, I'm not your family, right? But one thing for you to think of is family planning. Are you gonna wanna buy a condo, or are you gonna wanna buy a shared driveway, or are you gonna wanna buy a party pad 3 or 4 stories, only to then start having a family and need to move out to the suburbs within a couple years? Oftentimes that's a recipe to lose money. You need to be in your house a little bit longer to be able to walk away and get the equity. So think about family planning and longevity for your new home. Second thing, for younger buyers especially, because they don't have enough clout at the office a lot of times, is what's your commute gonna be? How long is your boss gonna want you to be at the office? Do you have to work there all day, every day, or are you on a flex schedule, maybe 2 or 3 days a week and you can go in on your own time? Commutes are gonna be a big thing. You're gonna wanna think about that before you decide on where to be. Another thing that comes into play with family planning is if you say, hey, yeah, we're good with having a kid in the city, schools. Schools are a big thing. If you move to a house that doesn't have the best schools in your opinion, you're gonna wanna go to private, which private could be 10 to 20 or more per year per child. So you definitely wanna take that in consideration. One final thing you wanna take into consideration, speaking as your resident, not old yet, but I've got my family and raised most of them, is what are your hobbies and what's your lifestyle like? Where are your friends at? If all your friends are in Cinco Ranch, all your friends in the Woodlands, by all means, shuffle off to the Woodlands. But if all your friends are still gonna be in the Loop, in apartments, on Washington Ave, in the Heights, in Rice Military, in Garden Oaks, Independence Heights, maybe you wanna hang around this area so you can still be part of your friends. Are you going to all the cool restaurants, wine bars, and all your inner city hot spots? Take into consideration the 45-minute drive from Katy Fulsher into the city, just hang out with your friends for the night, and the cost of Uber. Your first house, there's a lot of different things to take into consideration. This is just a handful for you to think about before pulling the trigger on that new house. Congrats. If you found this video helpful, we'd love for you to subscribe and check out our others. Thanks for watching.